Happy birthday, mother, father, happy anniversary. June 2010 is very important day for my family. So in this moment, I just study this present today. So please watch out. Oma, Appa, 우리 semua 준비했습니다. 금사마리가 한 집에 있어. 아빠 금, 엄마 금, 애기 금. 아빠 금만 뚱뚱해. 엄마 금만 날씬해. 뚱뚱해. 애기 금만 너무 귀여워. 으쓱 잘한다. Dear Mr. Toastmaster, my fellow member and honorable guests, today June is very important also in my life. Maybe almost my speech, I just want you to know about me and surround me. So also June 1945, I remember, is also an important day for my country, because at that time we stood as a nation because we stood by our philosophy. We call it Pancasila. And also, I remember June 1998 is also very important because we have the big economic crisis, which is like dollar going up almost 700%. Can you imagine? 700%. It's just so crazy. Everything is so expensive. I just like sleep and do nothing. No money. So 700 multiple. So it's very, very expensive. The reason I want to give that present for my family is because I remember I come home last May and it was once again day dog. I study in Korea. You know what? Because when my family asked me, you know the Korean word for hungry, and I said 배고파. And then, do you know the word to say orange? I said orange. Do you know the Korean word for noodle? I said ramyeon. So lucky me, all the word that my family asks is easiest word. Like ramyeon. Every day I eat the ramyeon. But since that, I come to the office. And you know, the office want me to explain my presentation in Korean language. I say, what for? Why? No important. They say, I want to know whether you study in Korea or not. The problem is, I study in here, which is no need Korean language. 2.5 years, what for? Korean language is not important. So I did not know anything about Korean language. Then my office say, since now May 2010, and when you go back 2012, May 2012, we want you to present everything in Korean language. And I want to cry at that time. I go back to Korea. And then I start my Korean language course again after 2.5 years ago. So I want this present for my family, even though I just try to memorize. Maybe since last week still, I don't memorize it well. So Korean language is so important. I realized about that because I remember maybe 2 years ago, I had to come out from KAIST. Even though, in KAIST everything is available. I want to have ramyun available, pizza, W2, coffee, M11. I want to buy detergent, M13. I want to have what? Everything is available. This is like Home Plus inside our campus, like Emart inside our campus. And then, how about to say, movie theater? Every Saturday we have movie theater in Tittle. So everything is available. But after 6 months, I have to go out from campus. Because of what? I have to go back to Indonesia and my mom requests ginseng. I don't know how to buy it. It's not available in Tittle. So I go to the ginseng market. For the first time, after 6 months, didn't go out from campus. I go with my friend. He also go back to Indonesia. And then, shopping. It's just like, calculator. Body language. All body language. Right? That's all. Oh, but after 2 p.m., I want to go to toilet. Can I use body language to go to toilet? I'm looking at the ginseng market. There is no toilet, I think, because I go round and for 1 hour I cannot find toilet. So finally I should ask, where is toilet? So first, sure, I don't know Korean language, so I just say, excuse me, do you know toilet? I don't know the Korean language. And then, and I ask again, excuse me, do you know toilet? And then I ask again, do you know restroom? But I have to go to toilet. Oh, it's almost come out. Then my friend said, we have to use body language. And you know what? What he do is all crazy. He just like, go, and then he opened his zip. And then the other man said, ah! But then he said, wajangsil! So I know the word wajangsil. Do not do that. I almost, for the first time I see my friend open his zip in front of me. I know his underwear. So anyway, I realized it's very important to know local language at that time. But KAIST student, boring, so busy studying. Professor requests many things. Homeworks like hell. And then no more sleep, too busy watching World Cup. So tired. Actually, recently I didn't study, I just busy working. Seeing World Cup is so thrilling, right? So I didn't study Korean language for almost maybe several years. So anyway, my mom say you should choose something that is really hard for you, becomes something really joy for you. So you should choose joy as choices. Don't see it as hard, it's difficult. Do not see. After 2 years and you fail. You only know ramyun, orange, wajangsil, mayo, kakajiseo. Don't just use that basic word. So please, my mom said, see the joyful. See something from the joyful side. So I try by, I like to eat. So I go to the Korean cooking class. Actually, I'm so good on boiling water only. However, I have to, start Korean language from something which is interesting. So I go to the Korean class, which is Korean cooking class, instead of Korean language. So then I study